How we doing? How we doing?
David, could you please talk about Mills today compared to Saturday?
Well, I thought he bounced back really well today. He did a nice job, and what that tells me about him is that he's not going to get rattled with things. We knew that. That's the demeanor that he has. He's that kind of guy, and we knew when we drafted him that we was getting a good, solid guy that pressure doesn't bother him, and for him to do what he did today was excellent. We expected that, and that's what they all have to do when that happens. It doesn't matter whether it's him or Tyrod or any of those guys. That's what they got to do.
David, will Deshaun play on pads tomorrow?
Excuse me?
Will Deshaun join the rest of the team?
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I tell you what I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see him make some plays. Again, as you watch the video, there's still things that he's not doing that we need to do better, but he's playing bigger. And you see him every day, he'll end up making a play here or there. Here's the issue that we got to have from him is he's got to make those plays all the time. And that's not happening right now. But he is getting better. He's getting better and better each day, and he's got to continue to do that.
Is there anything that surprised you about your team during the first few days of practice?
No, at all. I expected great effort. I expected the enthusiasm. And I expect that from them because they know they're going to get it from us as coaches. And it's been exactly what I want. The one thing that I want to get better, and I want them to get better at, is consistency. The consistency. The last time we practiced, offensively we were a little inconsistent. Today we were a lot more consistent than we have been, especially in our team periods. And that's what we want to see during training camp.
David, what does it say about defensive backs? You made fewer changes there in the offseason.
That's a competitive group of guys back there. And a lot of those guys have played, and they've played in this league at different places, and they're doing a heck of a job. That group is doing a heck of a job, and that's a deep group, that's a competitive group, and we've got some great competition right there in that group.
How excited are you to get the pads tomorrow?
I am so excited. We're starting to play football tomorrow. Finally starting to play football tomorrow.
David, what about these practices are maybe a little bit longer than what we've seen here in the past?
I'm sorry?
The practices are a bit longer than what we've seen in the past.
Well,
What's the velocity behind it? And you touched on it, but how is your team responding to what you're asking?
they've responded well. They have responded very well. This is training camp. Training camp's a grind. That's why we do it. And you know what? The practice is that way. We got to find out. And what better way to find out than in this hot, humid thing here in Houston? Hey, I'm finding out. But they've been great with that. They've been great with that.
David, what do you think about
First day of having pads on? How important is that?
Excuse me?
First day of having pads on. The significance of that.
Well, the significance of that is now we start to play football. Now, guys right now, it won't be as hesitant as they have been because when you're in shells and you're in shorts, you kind of hold back when you get to the ball. Once you get pads on, we're running through things. We're finishing things a lot better. We got pads on. We're protected, and that's football.
What about what Justin Reese? Two more. About what Justin Reese brings.
Well, Justin, that whole secondary back there, not just Justin, but that whole secondary back there is a group of guys that bring it every day, and was they
as a whole. A lot of us have experience playing, if it's starting or if it's getting snaps. We bring experience on defense, we bring experience on special teams. So it's definitely up to us, to be leaders in multiple rooms and not just on the defensive side. So every aspect of all of us helps. Yeah, no, it's fun, it's competitive. A lot of us has watched film on each other. It's exciting, Coach said, there's a lot of competition. There's a deep linebacker room as well. And it's going to be exciting in a way to see how that plans out in the future. Oh, good. Thank you.
Is that good? Yeah. Cool. Why don't you just swap it out? Yep.
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. Got some great coaches, great teammates, and it's a fresh start.
What do you remember about the first time?
The heat. Yeah.
You signed in June, right?
March, yeah.
So how much better a player are you right now than you were then?
I would say I gained some experience throughout those years, so I say I'm a better player for sure.
What was it like playing for the Browns last year and having that big turnaround?
Oh, it was fun. It's fun to win.
How big is it for you guys? It's pads off the first time off.
Oh, it's really exciting. We've been out here working hard all during the spring and early in this training camp. So tomorrow we get a chance to go out there and put the pads on and hit a little bit.
David says that when you don't have the pads on your shells, you're not going to hesitate. Now you can play through, you can go through the ball, that kind of thing. How cool is that to be able to play some real football?
Oh, it's real cool. We just got to know how to practice. When you ain't got pads on, you got to be a little smarter and be safe for the team. But, tomorrow is going to be a little different. Oh, for sure. We're still working. It's an everyday process. We stacking, and we're gonna be ready when first game for sure.
What do you see working with Bradley on the other side?
Oh man, we had in our room right now. We got a whole bunch of great cornerbacks, a lot of great competition, and regardless of who's out there, we all could play.
Terrence, when you watch Justin Reed, the way he's moving, what are you seeing from him in the safety position?
Now, he kind of tight. I like him. Well, like I said, we got some cash though. Like the whole room,
Which receiver talks the most? Who's best at it?
I don't really know yet.
They're just quiet? There's not one out there that sticks out?
I haven't heard too much.
Okay.
So when you say that Justin's kind of tight, what do you mean?
He's raw.
He's what?
He's raw.
He's raw.
Yeah.
Which means what?
He's tight.
Terrence, what are you hoping to accomplish this season?
I want to win games. You know what I mean? Want to win games. Nico has a bright future. He's a big receiver. He has a bright future.
What do you think about Anthony Miller?
Anthony Miller, he quick. real quick.
Too hard to cover.
Oh man, they all present challenges.
Is he tight too?
He tight.
Chris Conley,
He tight.
Chris, in terms of ability to go up and get it, you got to jump.
Oh, Chris, you know, he's a vet. You know, he has a lot of knowledge. He tight too. Yep, yep.
He's tight. Described you as being tight. I asked him what that meant. He said it means you're wrong. I said, well, what's that mean? He said it means you're tight.
Hey, Money Mitch, man. Hey, just take him at his word, man. Tight, raw, all of that. Just a guy that's happy to be here. Just a guy that's trying to be the best leader I can be for the guys around me and help us get this thing set back on the right course.
What do you think about Mitchell?
Terrence Mitchell? Oh, man, great player. So far, he's my favorite guy to play cover 2 with. Yeah, I mean, he's just a physical corner. He's very smart. He's competitive. He'll compete on every play, man coverage, zone coverage. Very enthusiastic and positive. Doesn't bring any negativity to the team. Great guy.
He just played for UV very well compared to last year. Just a great ball.
Yeah, the best thing that's one of the only positives about my season ending early last year is I got to really focus on my recovery, getting back healthy. Now it's honestly the best thing that I could have done going into this season because physically I feel great. I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger. I feel very fluid and just loose on the field. And I just feel like I'm free out there. Like I just get to play ball and go make plays.
What does it mean to have defensive back, former defensive NFL defensive backs talk like Ryan Clark, say how good you are and how good you will be with your potential?
Man, Ryan Clark is a GOAT, man. He's one of my favorite guys. I train with him every year. A whole crop of guys who go work out with him. In Baton Rouge and in Arizona. It means a lot to me to hear that from him because he's played with some of the best. He's played with Sean Taylor. He's played with Troy Polamalu. You know what I mean? He has a 13-year career. He's played with some of the greats. He's a Super Bowl champion. So to hear that from him, it means a lot to me.
What's the first thing like having pads on camp?
Man, it's like the first day of school. It's exciting, man. And we all know that what we've been doing the last couple of days is a whole lot of fun. But real football gets played when the pads get put on, so we get to really see what everybody got starting tomorrow. Yeah, Coach Lovie Smith's system. Oh man, it's so much more aggressive. He lets us play free on the back end. He's very intense about us wanting to make plays, going and making plays, playing with instincts, playing with security at the same time. But when we see an opportunity to go make a play, go strip the ball out, he harps on us going to do that. I mean, he's in my ear literally every day. The first thing he said to me when he came on to practice today was yesterday. And I do it again today. You know what I mean? So he preaches consistency. He preaches getting takeaways, getting turnovers, and that's just the type of defense that we want to run.
Justin, now that you've been
Your
here,
role in this football team with so many new faces here on the football field. You're one of the guys that people are familiar with.
Yeah, you know.
Your role, how do you embrace that?
Yeah, man. I just try to be the best guy. I want to be a resource for all the guys around me. You know what I mean? I want to lead by example. If any guy has any question, I want to be there for them as far as getting to know the city, people to talk to, the system. I talk ball all day. So I just want to be a guy that not only is putting my best ball on the field, but helps everybody around me put their best ball on the field too.
Justin, mentally, how do you approach when you're heading to a contact here? Compartmentalize, just kind of
Yeah. You got to focus on the task at hand. That's been my mentality my whole career. I actually learned that when I was back in college under Shannon Turley. He says hand over hand. That translates to focusing on what's right in front of you right now. What's right in front of me right now is pads tomorrow. Next after that will be Jacksonville, or the preseason games, then Jacksonville. And just take it 1 week at a time. And then the rest of it will work itself out.
Will your role be more similar to kind of what you did earlier in your career than last year? And then this defense?
Yeah. I mean, last year was just wasn't a great year. You know what I mean, be blunt, it just wasn't. But heading into this year, from a health standpoint, I do. I feel really, really healthy. I feel strong. I feel confident in every part of my body. And, man, I'm having a lot of fun on the field again, man. It's a blast.
I guess this meant you anticipate playing in the box like less often than you did last season.
Yeah, I mean, we have a system that we have a bunch of coverages, so I'll play back more, I'll play deep more, I'll play in the box a couple of times. So it's really just whatever comes.
Justin, is that easier said than done with the business side stuff to decide right now and just focus on football?
Honestly, no. For me, it's always been very clear. Like, I'm focused on this right now. I'm gonna compartmentalize everything else, and I kind of tackle things as they come. So when it comes to football and want to put my best ball on the field, that's always been kind of number one in my head. And I've kind of, like, everyone around me, I have a great support team around me. They understand how I operate, how important this is to me. So they know that when I'm locked into this mode, I'm locked in. And then once I step off the field, then I have time to go do everything else.
Does it add motivation at all, considering the year that you had last year and that this is a contract year?
Absolutely.
You came out here kind of
Absolutely.
showing out.
Absolutely. The better that I play is better for everybody. If I play better, it's better for the defense, it's better for me individually, but it's better for the team too. And we're going to win more games if I play better.
Justin, you talk about your discipline, what you focus on. Is that from the military upbringing, from household?
Yeah. My uncle was in the military. My mom was actually in it too. She was in the reserves. But, my parents were very, very strict on the discipline aspect as far as handling my responsibilities ever since I was growing up as a kid. It's always handle your business first, have fun, and do whatever afterward, but that's only after you get your business done first. So that's kind of part of my foundation of who I am as a person. Handle my responsibilities, and then after that, I can go do whatever's next.
Your brother as well?
Absolutely. That's basically my whole family. Yeah. I'm sorry? The room, as far as the defensive backs? Oh, man, I'm excited. I mean, I feel like we have the most continuity on the team so far, with Eric Murray coming back, AJ, Keon, Roby, Vern. We have the most guys in the room as far as in one unit coming back to the same team. So that chemistry plays a role. Me and E. Murray and Lonnie too as well. We all know how to operate well. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses, so we know how to put each other in great positions to play.
How did the pass give you a truer sense of what the defense looks like? You're out here in shells. You guys getting past tomorrow. How would that give you a better sense of evaluation?
Well, that's when real football is played. You know what I mean? I mean, this is all very pretty and it's very nice to play without pads. And we got a lot of valuable reps in and a lot of valuable work in to start learning the defense and the system. But real football is played when the pads get put on. So that's when we're going to see what we really got. We're going to actually be able to play the run. We're actually going to be able to fit and see who can play ball and who can't.
Justin, you've got a knack for making clean, legal, big hits. Like, how'd you figure that out when so many guys struggle with that?
I just didn't want to get fined.
But you were doing it in college too.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think I was just lucky that it just came naturally to me. You know what I mean? Just naturally. Like, I'm never out there to hurt anybody. I'm not a dirty player, but I am a guy that you're going to pay the toll if you come across me. You know what I mean? So that's always been my mentality. To play legal, play clean, but to also play physical and deliver a blow and make guys pay for it if they come my direction.
All right.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Take it easy.